And now the Hansons and Hiatus podcast with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It is episode 73 of the Hansons on Hiatus podcast. I am your host, Nate, and this is my wife, Alexis.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And don't forget to support the podcast. buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. You can buy us some virtual beers that we will happily drink. And don't forget to also go to hansonsonhiatus.com. You can go to our merch store.
Yeah.
You can find all our different podcast outlets. And it's an easy way to share it with people.
Yeah, so easy. Hansonsonhiatus.com. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Literally, with our shop.
Oh, shoot. Actually, I got some new... I finally updated my board, my mixing board.
I love it.
And I've been hanging on to these for a while.
Oh,
and
now I'm scared. I went
Okay.
from love it to scared.
So, you know, like the sound effects and stuff we used to do on the radio. So I got my own now.
Oh, great.
Here's the first one.
Okay. Big dumb cup. That voice sounds very familiar.
Yes, they were all you. So that was you were talking about, what was it?
My big dumb cup.
Oh, yeah, your big dumb cup.
Yay. Well, there's that skit on SNL.
Yeah.
Big dumb cup.
Yeah, and they're talking about the Stanley Cups or whatever.
I love my cup. I love my Stanley cup.
You love your...
Big dumb cup. I love it.
All right, next one.
Happy chopping it up.
Chopping it up.
That's me as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it was from originally. But these are all things that I just took when we were just kind of like doing tests, like audio tests
I
before
love it.
recording.
We're just talking about random things. I do say random things, I guess.
Yeah.
Happy chopping it up.
Chopping it up.
Happy chopping it up.
All right, next one.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me.
I must have been angry that day.
Yeah. All right, here's the next one I got. I got to think when I can use these.
Yeah.
Or remember which buttons they're on even, you know.
Oh, yeah. Don't fuck with me.
Oh, that was the same one. Sorry. All right, here's the next one.
1, 2, 3. There's a bunch of bitches around. That might be my favorite.
Yeah, right? It just describes a lot of people we know.
I remember that day, and there were a bunch of bitches around.
All right, I just got two more. All right, this one.
Waxacucci.
Waxacucci.
That was from our Dallas trip.
Yeah, why
From
was that a
the-
name of a city or something?
Yeah, Alec and Sarah were I don't know why we were learning about cities in Texas, but Waxacucci was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
We thought it was hilarious. Waxacucci.
Not to be confused with Chattahoochee.
No.
All right, last one.
Fuck bitches. Oh, what is bitches?
What does it say?
Fuck bitches.
Fuck bitches.
I think I said fuck
Oh,
bitches.
you were mad.
I must have been mad that day.
Yeah, so I'll try to use them if I remember which one, and I think, or I might just use them randomly, and hopefully it'll be like Mad Libs,
Yeah.
just randomness.
I love how I'm angry in all of them, but I sound so happy and cute.
Yeah, you're just doing a little, just a little test, like instead of saying testing 1 2 3,
We
you
always
say
fun
things
stuff.
like.
Happy chopping it up. Waxacucci.
I like that better. I like it better.
I'm a radio professional. Don't worry.
I know. Oh, shoot. What did we do? Not a ton going on this past weekend. If you remember our stories from Guadalajara, we made those cantaritos, or we went to the place to get one with the clay cup, and we brought it home. So this weekend, I decided to make my own.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
You had them. How'd you like it?
They were delicious. I got drunk.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. So it's in the clay. We put it in the little clay. I can't remember. I mean, is it just called a cantarito? Is that the name of
I guess
the
that's
cup?
what they are. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
We'll
it
find
is, what is it? Tequila, orange juice. What else is in there?
Squirt?
Grapefruit. Yeah,
Grapefruit.
grapefruit soda, fresh lime juice,
Oh, yeah.
and salt.
Yes.
Yeah.
You pulled out the lime squeezer gadget.
Oh
guy.
yeah, the little.
You love that. I don't think we've ever used it before. Now we're using it every day.
You know how I used it? When I was using it, I did a little.
Happy chopping it up.
I'm getting there.
Perfect. Choppy chopping it
Yeah.
up.
So we drank those all day, and then I think we met up with a friend just for a beer or two, and I was a little toasty after that.
I was a little toasty too.
I think I came home and passed out. You said
You did. You were extra toasty, and you
it was like 8:39.
didn't even make a snack. I thought you were gonna make a snack and go to sleep, and then you just went to sleep.
Yeah. Well, we were at the CMC, and we got what are the charcuterie boards.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Yes. It's not called a charcuterie board.
I know.
But that's fun to say.
It is. I got to get that on my little button bar.
Yes, charcuterie.
So I missed the whole opening ceremony of the Olympics because we had it recorded and we were going to watch it that night. But you watched it.
You did. It popped up on our Roku. I was like, I'm watching this. You're passed out snoring. Whatever.
Yeah,
We'll watch it together.
The thing that sucks about passing out, I like passing out early because then when you wake up in the morning, you're not hungover.
You feel great.
And we would have been fine if I just drank tequila, but then we switched it up to beer. That's where we made our mistake. So I didn't feel the greatest in the morning, but I woke up at like 4 a.m. and we were going to Cozumel the next day. So at least I had like 3-4 hours to recuperate, I guess.
To ramp up for the day.
Yeah. But I missed the opening ceremony. You watched it. I watched it later.
Right.
Not the whole thing. I just kind of skipped around to the good parts.
It's pretty lengthy. It took them like all day.
Yeah, it was 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was light out when they started. It was dark out when they finished.
Yeah.
But what did you think of it?
I mean, it was very unique. It was very artsy.
If you didn't hear anything from people that were complaining.
Right. Well, I didn't at first. I had an open mind and watched it. I thought it was very creative and different, and I enjoyed it. I might have not known all the things that were going on. Maybe, the novels and plays and things they were referencing, but I was looking up a lot of stuff afterwards. But I thought it was very, everything had a reason or a purpose to go with their culture.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if I could remember another opening ceremony or anything like significant that happened. Obviously the Atlanta one, because we live there. So we know about the trucks and everything coming into Turner Field.
Let's not remember that one. Maybe.
But then I'll obviously now I can't think of his name. Cassius Clay.
Oh,
the boxer.
Oh,
I know. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
In
Muhammad
Atlanta?
Ali.
Oh,
Jesus.
there you go. I was
Oh
like,
my
what?
God! It'd take our Atlanta card away.
Oh my gosh.
But obviously that was the big one there. But other than that, I don't really. Wait, was it China or Japan?
Yeah, I think it was Japan. That's the one I go to.
No, or was it China? I think it was China.
The one with bajillions of people doing the same choreographed dance. And
that sounds more like China than Japan.
Yeah. That one was memorable and very good.
And I think they kind of made sense because that one was like a show of, not a show of force, but like, hey, we're all
unity.
Yeah, like a unity kind of thing. This one I thought made sense for Paris.
Oh, exactly.
Or for France in general.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was. What is Paris? What is France? It's art, history, fashion, avant-garde, like love. Yeah, just all these. I mean, Paris Fashion Week. It's all little kind of, it's highfalutin, and there's history and art and music and everything all involved. It's a lot of culture there.
A lot.
So it made sense for the opening ceremony to have a lot of culture in it.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of people are very uncultured and they don't understand what things mean, or they don't care to look them up. Like there were some things that maybe I didn't get that I saw, like some scenes where they're putting like some kind of novel or something down, and I didn't really know what it was, but I assumed that the next segment of performance was going to relate to that somehow. So if I didn't enjoy it, I probably would go and look it up and figure out what it was.
I really enjoyed that. I guess it was Peyton Manning and Kelly Clarkson. They would kind of chime in, and the announcers, they would chime in like, hey, this is called, this. Every scene has a different theme. So they would actually explain it a little bit. So that was helpful, and you could get the gist of it. I just feel like anything like the Olympics, the Super Bowl halftime show, any of that, you have to have an open mind when you're watching that.
It's a performance.
This is
art.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same thing that they've done past years, or you'd be like, boring. This is what they did last year. They're not going to do the same thing every year.
Yeah. Do you want them to make some crepes or some French toast or something? Like, what the fuck else were they going to do?
I loved it. They had like the can.
Like Lady Gaga was in it.
Oh, yeah.
They did like kind of Marie Antoinette from the front, with her head,
Chopped
holding her
off.
head or whatever,
Yeah.
French Revolution.
Yep.
I think was it Gojira? Gojira is the band, the heavy metal band. That was the band that came out and they were just fucking rocking. Yeah,
pyrotechnics everywhere.
I didn't realize they were from France.
I didn't
know. I knew they were like a heavy metal style band. Our friend Ken used to love them.
I've never even heard of them, but they killed it.
No, yeah. When else has a like heavy metal band played at the opening ceremony? Like, so got to be happy about that. I know some people were upset about the kind of relationship, the threesome-y kind of thing where it looked like they were kissing and then they shut the door or whatever. What do you think a fucking menage a trois is?
Yeah.
It's literally French for threesome. So that's part of the culture and part of the thing. And that was like the city. It's love and this and, a lot of...
They're more open and outgoing with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're the people that wear no clothes to the fucking beach. So, are you really that shocked?
Exactly. It wasn't going to be an American, Olympic show. So I really enjoyed that it was like the show, and then in between they had the athletes going down the river and, kind of back and forth.
Right.
And I think people are complaining like we couldn't see the whole show as if it was in the stadium. But I thought that was awesome, though. You could see all the dancers. They would zoom in, zoom out. You could see all the architecture, the whole city. And it was such a nice layout that they had of everything. Well, we're going over here for this. We're going over here for that. So you could actually not just see the inside of their stadium. You're seeing, the Eiffel Tower. You're seeing the Louvre. You see, and all those kind of little things they did in between.
Yeah, and I wonder if you had to pay for the tickets or could you just line up along the river, because I thought that was cool too, is like they could quote unquote fit more people to see the opening ceremony, at least like the boats going down with all the athletes and everything, because then instead of just being in a stadium going around in a circle, they were going like, what was it, like 3 or 4 miles down the river or something?
Yeah, it took them like 45 minutes, a boat.
Yeah, so you got to see a lot more of it if it was like that.
If I was an athlete, I would be happy like, oh, I get to, do my thing, but I also get a free boat tour of the city. That's wonderful.
I love how you're saying like a free boat tour. Yeah. Like everything is free for them there. Like,
yeah.
But and then of course the big one, the Last Supper that everybody is all up in arms about, which
heart attack over.
And it obviously it wasn't. It was an homage to Greek culture and Greek mythology, because that's where the Olympics started.
Yes.
It was a competition in Greece. So they're paying homage to that. And it wasn't the Last Supper. It was Dionysus and the Feast of the Gods. And I don't know if it was right after this painting, but there's a painting, The Feast of the Gods, by a Dutch painter. And that's what it is. Dionysus is the god of, what is it? Like wine and festivities and fertility and everything like that. It's a fucking party. So like that's what it was. And those types of parties in France, like, back in the day, that's what it was. It was dressing up in weird outfits, and it would go on for days, and they were eating and drinking and whatever. Like that's part of the culture. So it wasn't anyone's specific religion that they were making fun of. But I'm sure it's been beaten to death by now by the time this airs, but it's been done everywhere. Like that, even if it was after the Last Supper, the Simpsons have done it. Like every South Park, like every cartoon. And even if it was paint or associated with that, it wasn't bad. I guess people don't like the drag and the whatever.
That's what they're touchy about. But
I guess, but it wasn't making fun of it.
Yeah, it's art. Why do we have to get so upset over everything? Whether it's a Super Bowl halftime show or the Olympics opening ceremony, like. Just take it for what it is, accept it, take it in as a different, I don't know.
And it's not everyone. Different. It's always weird. Like the opening ceremony is always fucking weird. Yeah. Usually people have more problems with the outfits. Remember, they always would make fun of the U.S. Not they as in everyone, but I mean like our country. Like, what the fuck are they wearing? You know? But I thought they looked good. Like, I don't know. What were they wearing? Like kind of USA suits or something like that.
Yeah, everybody had like nice little Ralph Lauren polos, and they all had their uniforms. But I think everybody got one of those jackets. I just want the Olympics free swag. Send me some swag. Right.
But I don't know. I enjoy the Olympics just because it's something that you can all get together and be on the same team with. If you're around obviously a bunch of Americans or whatever, you can all root for the same team. It's not like this NFL team versus that NFL team, or this state versus that state. It's something we can all join together on.
Right.
And even with the other countries, it's fun to watch the other ones, since
Yeah.
these aren't like, I mean, other than maybe the basketball and certain swimmers and gymnasts, most of them aren't famous people.
Right.
So you don't really have like a favorite typically, unless you're really into one of those sports. So you can just kind of get behind your country or your friend, especially here, your friend's country. Like the World Cup, we would go and watch France or the Netherlands or Argentina or whatever. It's just like a fun thing that you don't have a lot of stake in.
Yeah.
Obviously you want the U.S. to win, but
And I like learning about other people's teams and culture, and everybody should be a little bit more open-minded to that. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was great, and I'll watch any of the Olympic,
sports
events. I think they're all great. I love all the costumes. I love all the just even the swimming to the gymnastics, all of them. There's just so much. I couldn't imagine being part of an Olympics event.
Yeah.
Not even being an athlete or being involved that way. Just being behind the scenes, all of that goes into it. I couldn't imagine the stress.
Yeah. Well, and then like the backstories are cool to hear, this, especially like the was like the refugee company or country team. It's like, oh, that's pretty interesting that these people are like want to compete so bad, but they're afraid to go back to their homeland, but they want to compete. So, they make them part of this team, and everybody can probably kind of relate to each other on that team. So,
yeah.
Pretty cool. But,
Very cool.
But yeah, I'm excited to watch, what sports do you want to watch?
I like the gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
I like the swimming. I like track, but probably gymnastics the most. And volleyball. We like volleyball.
Soccer. Probably watch the soccer matches. Wrestling. I don't really know which other ones are in. I mean, I know there's other ones, but I can't think of other ones that I really want to see other than those ones, basically.
Yeah. And there's so much on. It's just on all the time.
It's hard to tell what you've seen and what you haven't, and what's a rerun and what's not actually a competition, but a prelim to another competition. So, I need like a document for dummies for the U.S.
Yeah. I'm sure there is one online.
These are the ones to watch out for. These are the up and comers. These are kind of give me a little like a quick sheet of everything. That'd be nice.
Even our we don't have a Roku anymore. It's like a Google Chromecast or something, whatever.
Google TV kind of thing.
But that actually was helpful because our YouTube TV app, it let us know, hey, Olympics are coming up. What do you want to record?
Yeah.
And it let you know, opening ceremony, gymnastistics, blah,
I don't know
blah,
how to get back to it, but
we did some of them, but I think it's just recording everything. So
I wish I would have picked more, but then I don't want like 97 gymnastic things on there.
Yeah.
I just want the ones that we're in,
and
maybe some other countries that I like. But yeah. That's about it.
Today there was like the shot put and thing. Like, I don't need that, but it's fun to watch. I like it because it's one of those things you can just put on and you can pay attention, but you don't have to really pay attention.
Right. Yeah. It's so long.
You're involved, but you're just like, put it on in the background.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But other than that, we're, looking forward to seeing how many medals we get.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then
baby.
we totally skipped the very last performer.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Celine, hello.
Yeah, Celine Dion. She looked great. Like, I thought I'd seen, like, some video or picture of her, and she looked really bad.
She hasn't been doing that.
Yeah, obviously she has was it stiff person syndrome?
Yeah.
But
it's
she
very rare.
She sounded great. She looked great. I like some of them you could tell they were lip syncing, rightly so, because you don't want something to fuck up in this huge production that they've been working
Same thing like the Super Bowl.
I went to, I went to Egypt. Was it 2022? Or 21? It might have been 21.
21 probably, yeah.
Yeah. And they were like it was during the pandemic, but like the Eiffel Tower was like under construction. Like they had all this scaffolding up there. I assume that's what they were doing. They were getting it ready for the Olympics because it takes years.
I'm sure.
Because they have to build, different stadiums and stuff. And
I can't imagine how all of their stages are throughout the city. I can't imagine how long that took to set up for all that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then it was raining, and they're just like making the best of it.
I felt bad for him, but I mean, Celine sounded fantastic.
Sounded amazing, looked amazing, and that's probably a highlight of her career. Like you were saying earlier, on top of the Eiffel Tower at the end of the opening ceremony for the Olympics. Put that on your resume.
Oh yeah, I was getting a little teary eyed.
Yeah.
Like,
Kelly Clarkson was like, oh.
Yeah, because she's French Canadian, so not she wasn't born there, but she obviously speaks French.
Oh yeah.
And so just to like sing that song in French in France, on top of the Eiffel Tower to the opening ceremony of the Olympics. Like, what a fucking milestone for your life.
She probably had like goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
For 24 hours.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Put that on the board.
Yeah. But so you watched the ceremony that night, and I was passed out until 4 a.m. Because the next day we were going to Cozumel because our friend Shelly, that is here from Denver.
Yes.
Well, she's been living here for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And is moving back.
Yeah. We're gonna miss our Shelly.
Yeah, she'll be back and forth. But so we went there because I don't know. No, she's been to Cozumel, but she wanted kind of one last hurrah kind of thing.
She said she hasn't been this year or this season.
Oh, right.
Actually,
yeah.
So.
True. Yeah. So we did that. What did we do? We did a little snorkeling, and then we went to the grocery store, and I bought a beer hat for 50 pesos. It's this big foam hat. Oh, I should have had it with me. It's this big foam hat with it looks like beer foam's coming out the top of it, and it says "Got beer." Is that what it says?
I think so. It does look like a mug of beer. Yeah. I love that. That's your highlights. We went to Cozumel. We went to the grocery store. I bought a beer hat. It was a great day.
It was. It was a good deal.
So we took our friend Shelly. We were like, we want to show you Cozumel how we do it. You rented a car, and we went around the island, and we showed him not fully, what we normally do. Like if it was
we hit the highlights.
We hit the highlights, and she had a great time. We had a wonderful time.
Yeah, we were at Coconuts up on kind of the cliff, and we look out in the water, and Shelly's like, I think I see a shark.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what, where? And so we were looking for a while, and I'm zooming in, and then we see the fins, and they were dolphins. Yeah. But we did see.
Spoiler alert.
But we did see, well, there's no spoiler. I'm telling you right now. That's why you're here. But there was maybe 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, it was a little pod of dolphins. Yeah. It was great. They were far out. She's like, dolphins. Spotted them really far.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen dolphins on the backside.
As many times as we've been up on that hill and looking out at the ocean, I've never seen dolphins over there. So that's awesome. Yeah. They were just doing their thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
And we saw a giant iguana that I'm pretty sure he was swimming in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
He was huge and had that long kind
dreadlocks?
Of mane. Yes, dreadlock. He swam from Jamaica.
Yeah. Hey, Mom.
But he looked...
I rode a dolphin all over here.
That's terrible. But yeah, it was all the animals were out that day, I guess. It was a nice hot day.
Yeah. And we went to the place that we've talked about before, Playa Bonita, which is this restaurant that has been falling into the ocean perpetually for the last 4 or 5 years, and we used to go there. But after the hurricane, it knocked one of the support beams down, and so the whole roof's kind of tilted. Yeah, and there's pieces of cement and plaster and stuff around. So
it looked rough. There was the barb. What is it?
Oh yeah, rebar.
Rebar. It was sticking out everywhere. Very dangerous, but sad to see. It's almost crumbled apart.
I'm worried that the government is eventually going to say hey, this is a hazard, because if that whole fucking roof falls in, you're squished. Yeah, it's all cement.
Yeah, or you're going to be hurt pretty bad.
Yeah. And then we did a little snorkeling, and I showed
lots of snorkeling.
Yeah, I showed you the cenote vents.
Yeah.
So in Cozumel, there's this area that I go out from shore and go snorkeling. And there's this kind of crack in the bottom. It's hard to describe, but you see all this water coming up, and it's swirling around, and it's blurry. You can only see it because it's blurry, and it's because the fresh water is mixing with the salt water. But I took you out there to see it, and you could see it, right? I know your thing was fogging up a little bit.
No, it was so cool. It was creepy because
kind of scary, right?
It kept pushing us that way, and I was right over it. You're right there. I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to suck you in, but it looks scary.
Yeah, and there was and I thought it was okay because there's a ton of fish around it. Yeah. So they're just I don't know if they're getting food from
maybe
whatever's coming out of the cenote or something, some algae or some shit.
Particles are coming out.
Yeah, but.
That was a swim. You usually swim out pretty far, and I work out every day. I do cardio. It was hard to swim out there and then back, and probably because I was a little paranoid. But Shelly, the same thing. She used to be a gymnast. She's an athlete, works out, swam out there too, came back, was like, whew, that was hard. We were both catching our breath. It was kind of scary.
But when we were getting out there, I started getting a little panicky because I looked around, and there's these needlefish that kind of look like barracuda, but they're about this long.
Yeah.
and there was like one here, and then one there, and then one over there, and like. And I'm looking, and we're like being surrounded by these needlefish. I'm like, are we about to get jumped by a fucking needlefish? Is that about to happen? And then I looked out across the way a little bit, and there was a jellyfish like this, probably one of the bigger jellyfish I've seen.
I didn't see
You
the
didn't
jellyfish.
see it? Oh,
no.
yeah. It was like one of those translucent ones, but you could see it, and it was like about this big, and I didn't know if it was poisonous or not, because there's those little ones. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like very tiny, and I'll just be swimming, and it feels like you're getting shocked by like a little like a, I don't know, like what are those little things? Not like a taser, but something.
Just something small.
Yeah, like what are they? Like, or you'd get them from like a magician shop or something when you're a kid that like zap somebody's finger or whatever.
Like when you shake someone's hand.
Yeah, one of those like buzzer things. Yeah, it's just like a little zzz, like that, and I could feel it like hitting my body and stuff. So that's why I was afraid of that one. I was like, I don't want to fucking get close to that guy.
That was the point where my mask was fogging up, and we came up, and you were like, watch out for the jellyfish. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm like going back that I'm done. I'm out of here.
What else? Oh, and then when we were getting ready to go back, we were going through security to get back on the ferry boat back to the mainland.
Yeah.
And I put my bag through the metal detector, and it's my cooler bag, so it just has beer and stuff in it. And
usually the guys look at you like, hey.
Yeah, and then he goes, and I swear he said, ¿Tienes naranja? And I was like, what? Like, oranges? I thought he was asking me, do you have an orange?
Yeah.
And we both look at each other like, what? Like, we were so confused. Yeah. And he said it again, and then we were very confused. And then this lady behind us goes, do you have an orange? Oh, no, sorry.
I was like, what?
No, that's not what she said. She said,
you're like, I know what he said.
Yeah. No, she goes, do you have a knife?
Yeah, knife.
And I was like,
we were like,
what?
No.
And I thought knife was cuchillo, like C-U-C-H-I-L-L-O, cuchillo.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
okay.
Cuchillo.
I was like, don't fuck with me. We're messing all sorts of
I know, yeah. But apparently another way to say knife is naja, like N-A-J-A. So it sounded like naranja to me. So I was like, do I have an orange?
I heard the same thing too, and they looked angry at us. We're like, I don't understand the question.
But that lady was like, "Do you have a knife?" Yeah. She said it so weird. It was
she
like,
did. We were like, no.
Yeah, she said it like the, like who's the guy on? What's the sorry the Asian guy? What's the movie with Asian? You're not helping me out at all today.
I don't know.
I might as well do this by myself.
We're usually on the same page.
Yeah, The Hangover. But did you die? Yeah, Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow.
But did you die? Do you have an eye?
She did sound like that. Yeah. I came in with the help.
Yes, thank you.
The assist.
So
that was funny.
We did not have an eye.
I think it was the wine opener because it has that little. But
that's always in there.
We always have that. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, super weird.
We're not taking over your boat with a wine opener.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, but yeah,
it was a good time. I think the girls had fun. I had fun. I was beat after that day. It was a long day in Cozumel, and it was hot. It was so hot.
Mm-hmm. And we were already a little hungover from the day before.
Yes, I was. I think we all ate something a little weird the night before.
Yeah, maybe it was all them cheese sticks.
Maybe. Those were some great cheese sticks on the island.
And now let's get to our top random Mexico moments of the week.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
And most of these are on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beach thing.
Yeah. And remember how I was saying morning beach people are weird?
Yeah.
Night beach people are fucking weird.
I think even weirder.
Yeah.
The morning people are like, let's get the day and do things to help us get it. The night people are like, shh.
Yeah.
Like, don't come here if you don't want to know.
And we were walking down the beach and we see this like couple. Well, actually it was a couples and they were eating dinner. Like they had, I don't know if it was the hotel or resort they were at. They had like set up this really cool like candles and dinner and everything. And they were eating like a nice romantic dinner on the beach.
Yeah.
And right next to them, these fuckers, these three kids are just blaring fucking EDM music. And they were really close to them. I mean,
really close.
I know everybody kind of has the mindset of like, do whatever the fuck you want here. Who cares about everyone else?
Yeah.
But like, be a little cordial. Like, you know that they're trying to have a nice dinner. Like, move down the beach a little bit. It was really rude, I thought.
I think that goes along with your knowing your surroundings, seeing what's going on around you. People don't, realize what's going on around them. As soon as we walked up, we were like, these people are being jerks, and these people are having a lovely dinner. They had a long table with their whole family. We're like, Mexico.
Yeah. And then we also saw, when we were walking down the beach, we saw this head sticking out of the sand.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was his brother or his dad or friend or whatever, but this guy was getting buried in the sand at night. And sorry, that's one of my fears.
Yes, that's creepy. I think there was two of them. There was two guys being buried in the sand, and they all had jeans on.
Of course. Well, how can you? Yeah, you just saw their ankles sticking up.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, so I don't know why they're burying him in the sand at night. That seems terrifying because if the tide comes in,
which it was,
and you're just like up to your nose, like trying to.
Maybe he doesn't like his brothers. It's like, I'm burying you alive.
And then this happened during the daytime, but we saw this old guy, and I mean, I gotta give him props. He was fit. He was looking jacked. I hope I look like this guy when I'm 50 or 60 or whatever.
Yeah, he was definitely older than us and took care. He was looking great. He was, doing his little peacock walk around the beach type of thing.
He was just, kind of posting up, putting out the vibe. Yeah, but he had this crazy tattoo, and it was just like these wings like on his chest, and he was just standing there like, look at my wings.
Very weird.
Yeah, he looked great, but at first glance, I thought he was a wall in Nashville that bachelorette parties take pictures with.
The wings, yes. I think it was the same wings.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, he was, I don't know.
He was killing it.
I think I've taken a picture in Nashville with the wings too, because every place has those wings on the walls.
I think even Tiger has a picture with them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he does actually. At that, what's that dog park in Atlanta?
Fetch.
Fetch Park.
Right?
Yeah. They had the Nashville wings.
Yeah. He sat right in front of him.
Yeah, but well, yeah, that's basically it this weekend. We didn't do a whole lot after that. We slept all Sunday and
thank God.
Back at it this week because we're getting ready to go to Iowa. Yes. On Monday.
Yeah.
So we're going to the state fair. So tomorrow, next week we'll have some stories about, actually we won't have stories from the fair. We'll have stories about what's happening at the fair. So like what concerts are going on, different contests, different, what else? The crazy fair foods. I mean, I'm sure you've seen, the stories already. So we'll go over which ones we want to try. And some of the contests, there's 2 or 3 of them I want to join in.
Oh,
so
gosh.
see if you can guess which ones those are.
I could already imagine you and your brother getting up there.
Oh, shoot.
I'm excited to go back. I can't wait to see your family. And
we have my cousin Christine's wedding.
Yes.
I want to go to an Iowa Cubs game.
Oh, yeah.
It's my grandma's,
91.
91st birthday. Yeah, because 90 was last year.
Yeah, the big one was last year.
Yeah, so 91st birthday was, what else we got? Anything else? Oh, we're going to be flying out of Tulum Airport. We've never done that before. So when we get back, we'll have, more stories about how that all went. But,
yeah, I'm excited to scope out that airport and take some videos because we've seen people say, oh, we flew out from Tulum and it was just when it opened. So it kind of wasn't the full, process of everything yet. So I'm excited to actually go there and go through it myself and see what it's all about. But it looks like a What?
Sorry.
It looks like a really nice airport, like very Tulum-y, like all the wood and bamboo and foliage everywhere. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it'll be good. So, well, thank you everybody for tuning in as usual. We really appreciate it. And if you're enjoying our stories and our information, feel free to throw us a virtual beer.
Yes.
buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on hiatus. We really appreciate any help you can be, and we appreciate everybody else that has supported us thus far and donated and everything. So and also Vanessa and her husband who bought the Happy Friday Fuckies shirt. Yeah, so thank you, Fuckies. We really appreciate it.
That's the first one. That's the first one I saw. I love it so much. It's so cute.
Yeah. Or did she have one? Or did she have a Happy Friday? Because she had bought another shirt for her and her husband. Did they have a Fuckies one or did they have a Fuckers one?
Oh, it said Fuckies. It had the duck on it.
Right, but previously they bought other shirts. I was just wondering if that was maybe not the first one.
I forget. Well, I'm just saying the first Fuckies one, the first duck.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So you can find all those at hansonsonhiatus.com. Actually, I think we're going to be doing some state fair shirts.
Yep.
If you are listening from Iowa or going to the fair, they might be some good ones for you to purchase.
Oh, yeah. If you just love fair foods and different fair activities.
True. And also, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music, all the platforms. And if we ain't on them, let me know.
Let us know. We'll get on there.
Yeah, well, have a great and safe rest of your weekend. Happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.